All right, guys, so we are adding, subtracting radicals here, and all of them pretty much in this case, they are all square roots. So that makes life a lot easier for now, okay, because we're going to have the cube roots and all of those beautiful also. So now we have 3 square root of 11 plus 8 square root of 11. So when do we add or subtract 2 or more radicals? It's when they have the same number. If we're talking about numbers in this case, for example, if they have the same numbers under the radical, then you can combine them, the coefficient, the numbers in front of them. But before that, you have to also make sure that you break down whatever you have under the radical first. All right? So if you can break it down, you're good. If you cannot break it down, then you leave it so. So 11, can we break it down into 2 numbers where one is a perfect square, the other one is not a perfect square? No. It's impossible. So what's going to happen to this one? Because this one, 11 and 11 cannot be broken down. So what we can do is just to combine the coefficients in front. However, we keep the radicals. The same way as how we deal with, our x or y variables, the same way. So let's say we had 3x plus 8x to combine. We already know how to do that. How do we do that? It's 11x, right? So this is our answer. So that same thing is going to happen here. So this one here is going to be 3 plus 8, okay? So it's like you're doing 3 plus 8. Let me just put this one like this, okay, for now, okay? And then that will give you what? 11 square root of 11. And you cannot go further than that. And this is your final answer, okay? So let's go to the next one. So we have 4 square root of 5 plus square root of 7 minus 5 square root of 7. So how do we deal with this one? Also, we have to look at, so we call them like terms. This is a 5. Can we break it down? No. This is 7. Can we break it down? No. This is 7. Can we break it down? No. So what's going to happen? We then need to combine these two together because those have the same radicals. And this one does not. We just bring this one back as what it is because we didn't touch it, okay? And then for this one here, this is an invisible one in front of it, right? Because this one is the coefficient in front of it, which is the invisible one. So that's 1 minus 5 will give us what? Negative 4. So this would be negative 4 power 7 because we put them together. Now, can we go further with these two? No. It stays the same. This is it. We are done, okay? So we cannot add, we cannot subtract. But when it comes to multiply and divide, it's a different ball game. So we'll see that also later on. All right, so let's go to the third question here. So here we have 3 square root of 18 minus square root of 2. Now the question is there anything that I can do to the 18? Yes, because 18 can be broken down into what? Into 2 of them, and that would be what? 9 times 2. All the time you're looking for a number which is a perfect square, and the other one is not going to be a perfect square. So 18 is 9 times 2. 9 is a perfect square, and 2 is not. Okay? So we have 3 square root of 9 times 2 minus square root of 2. And then what's happening here? Now, square root of 9 becomes what? What is square root of 9? Is 3. So the 3 now we go outside. Okay? As usual. So 3 goes outside. So there's these 3 already, all right, times the other 3 that is coming out. Are you with me? And then square root of 2, because this one, we can't do anything about it. So it stays right there. So we have negative square root of 2, and then what's happening? 3 by 3 is what? Is 9 square root of 2 minus square root of 2. That will give us what? So finally, this is a 9 minus what? 1, because we carry, these two carry the same radicals like we did for this one here. We combine like terms. So 9 minus 1 will give us 8. So it's 8 square root of 2, and then 8 square root of 2 is our final answer. Okay? So now let's go to the last question here. Square root of 8 plus square root of 50 minus 2 square root of 72. How can we break down 8? 8 can be what? 4 times 2. So some of these numbers will always come again and again and again. So once you say it, you know what to do. Bingo, you get going. So what's going to happen? So this one is going to be 4 times 2 because 4 is a perfect square and 2 is not. Plus, how can we break down 50. 50 can be 25 times 5, right? Because 25 is a perfect square of what number? 5. So it's going to be 25 times 2. And then last but not least, we have 2 here, square root of. So how can we break down those also? 72 can be what? 36 times 2. So like we did in previous videos, you can go back to our previous videos. You can take 72 and break it down, divide it. Okay, regular division. So 72 is an even number, so you can divide it by 2, for example. So if you divide it by 2, you get 36. And 36 happens to be what? A perfect square of what number? 6. So this is going to be 36 times 2. All right? So what's going to happen here? So what's going to happen here is square root of 4 is going to be what? 2, right? So the 2 is going to go outside, and then the 2 is going to stay in. So this one is your perfect square. This one is your perfect square. And this one is your perfect square, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So plus square root of 25 is what? Is 5 out. And then what's left? 2 left. All right? And then minus, here we have a 2 already. So that 2 has to stay. And then now times, so the 2 will multiply anything that will come from inside the radical outside. So what is this one? 6, because square root of 36 is 6. And then this is the square root of 2. So this is what we have. And then let's go. So this one is 2 square root of 2 plus 5 square root of 2 minus 2 by 6 is what? 12 square root of 2. So now we got to combine like terms to finish with. So we have 2 plus 5 is 7. And 7 minus 12. 7 minus 12 is negative 5. Right? So this one we give it because all of them now carry the same one. So minus 5 square root of 2. Okay. So this is 2 plus 5 again is 7. And 7 minus 12 is just negative 5. So you have negative 5 square root of 2. That'll be your final answer for this one also. So these are your problems here. So you're good. All right.